And now Iran is increasingly giving out statements on the Israel-Hamas war. There is no surprise that there has been Iran's involvement. Reports surfacing that Iran had trained Hamas leaders and has been hosting them. But now, a big statement by Iran's foreign minister, who interestingly is in the United States of America right now. Iran has said that Hamas is ready to release the hostages, but the world must back the release of Palestinian prisoners. Iran is claiming 6,000 Palestinian prisoners are held in Israel. You're looking at the horrific visuals of 7th October when these men took the broken body, as it appeared, of Shani Luke, an Israeli woman. There were men spitting on her, brutalizing the body as she was being taken into the Gaza Strip. These are reflections of how the situation has been now. With the views coming in, Iran says that Hamas is ready to release the hostages. I'm talking about over 200 civilians, and not just Israelis, but other nationalities and ethnicities too, but including little children and babies and elderly. Here's what has been said by Iran.
Today, Gaza is waiting for urgent and vital humanitarian aid. According to international law, the Palestinian Liberation Movement, Hamas, is fighting the occupation and has a legitimate right. Mr. President, according to our negotiations, Hamas is ready to release civilian prisoners. On the other hand, the world should support the release of 6,000 Palestinians held in Israeli prisons.
You know, there are these reports also that are coming in about how Iran, even Qatar and Turkey, listen in, go ahead.
Stakes that are there right now. Iran is the same country that has, wished for divine death of Israel, that has called upon Israel to be vanquished by the entire united Muslim world. So for Iran to come out and say that Hamas is now willing to, pass those hostages to Tehran, needs to be looked at much more closely, not only for the fact that it may not even be true, but also the fact that if the hostages are passed to Iran, that could trigger a completely different sort of issue that becomes much more than just Israel versus Gaza. You've got the United States deployed here in a big way. They've already got their eye focused on Iran's every move. So if Iran gets directly involved in this hostage situation, that could be a spark that lights the powder keg. But having said that, Iran is very, very powerful as far as the Hamas is concerned. They are pretty much the puppet master, the godfather. Hamas is a proxy of Iran. Countries like Qatar and Turkey have claimed in the past few days to be, playing a mediatory role. Qatar, was quoted by Reuters, if I remember correctly, about 10 days ago to say that 36 Palestinian prisoners was the condition on which Hamas would release terrorists. So we've been hearing all sorts of conditions, but that hostage crisis hasn't really resolved, has it? 4 people have been released. 224 is the confirmed official number that the Israeli Defense Forces have released to the public as of yesterday. And therefore, it remains to be seen. Hopefully, it will be resolved very quickly. Hamas knows that it holds all the cards as far as the hostage crisis is concerned, but it also knows that that kind of leverage could be lost very, very quickly. It could turn on a dime. So the Hamas is aware of that. Israel knows that until the hostage crisis is resolved, it has very little elbow room for any other sort of military operation.